Welcome, folks, to Nogla takes an autism test.
So we saw Wildcat did it. Finally! Finally! It's about time. About time he realized.
Read the top comment.
Please make Nogla take this test. Did you reply?
No!
So we're going to be taking this test as well today. Spoiler alert, okay? If the title didn't tell you.
Wow, they couldn't tell in the title and thumbnail.
From the offset, it's clear. My confidence is, I don't think I'm anywhere near autistic.
You might be surprised.
That's the thing. That's why I'm a little bit scared that this could really...
What if you end up more autistic than me?
That's the thing. This could really change my whole career right here.
Oh, yeah. You can stop at any time.
So this is the exact same website that Tyler was using. So it's going to be a completely equal comparison. We answer the questions as honest as possible. Nogla.
I feel like you're the showman.
It's more me. I think you've embraced it at this point. We just need confirmation.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a surprising result that's going to make me very concerned.
No. That would be like an OCD or ADHD test. I think you'll be fine in the autism.
Oh. Okay, am I a sympathetic person? And we're answering for me, because I know I'm going to answer stuff and Nogla's going to disagree with it. So, sympathetic person. Perfect example was, I'm not going to name I'll give his first name, Dermot. In primary school, there was a kid in my school that was very different. Lovely kid, but he was very different. And our teacher had to basically, one day when Dermot wasn't in, talk to the class about how he was being bullied by other kids. Like, he really wanted us to try and go to his birthday party. Like, that was one thing. I went to Dermot's birthday party. He was very like Mr. Bean. It's hard to explain.
Did you become best friends?
I was very close to him, yeah. I actually messaged him recently, reaching out to see. He's doing cycling. He's doing long distance cycling now.
That is very autistic. Just to be randomly obsessed with long distance cycling?
Yeah. I thought you were saying me. I was like, what?
No.
Lovely guy, and I remember really talking to him as a young kid. I felt like an adult. I was talking to him about, like, you know, doing things like this and this. There's a reason why they're trying to pick on you and all this. So, like, I was bullied as a kid, and I have. So I was.
True
I
now,
will fight
and when
this.
I was young, you're amazing. Is AKA.
I often use words and phrases from movies and televisions in conversations.
Yes, literally all the fuck, dude. Yes, Brian.
What, quoting stuff makes me autistic?
You and Evan quote so many TV shows and movies together, and I'm just like...
Yeah, but that's like...
even if I've watched a movie, I'm still like, yes, Brian.
Okay, true now and when I was young. Okay.
Did you do it when you were younger?
Yeah, well, like quote, like doing impressions and like quotes from movies and enjoying movies, I guess. No, I don't think it's true. It's only if I'm with Evan and he quotes something. If I'm with my friend Paul, he and I will quote stuff from Simpsons. But in my everyday, I'm not like constantly quoting movie stuff. So I don't think often is the key word.
That's fair. I think so too.
I am often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. No, I'm not surprised.
No, what the fuck? Yes, you are.
I am a dickhead.
And you're surprised every time someone calls it out. You're like, what?
When? Give me an example. Nogla loves doing this. Nogla loves doing this. Give me an example. He loves that line. Go on, give me an example.
Texts. I very recent texts. Okay.
Yeah. My texts are so blunt because Nogla lately has been texting me at 4 in the morning. He was texting me.
That's funny you mentioned that because I just had to go scroll back 2 weeks in texts where you texted me at 3 a.m. in the morning and you didn't see me getting mad at you.
That is very true. That is a tism. There's a little tism there. That's maybe Brian thinking about something and then, oh shit. And then if I don't text him now, I'll forget about it and then he'll get mad at me. Maybe that's being sympathetic.
There's a lot of tism between the two of us in text.
Texting's not good.
It's actually terrible.
That's why I do voice notes. And everyone in the group, what do they say about me in voice notes? They give me shit about voice notes. At least you can tell my tone in voice notes. Texting, you can't. People interpret it depending on how miserable, Tyler, what mood they're in. They can take your text like whatever way they're feeling. Am I often surprised when others tell me I'm rude? I don't think I'm often surprised because I know when I'm being rude. Oh, bro, I feel like no matter what I answer here, I'm gonna be just like, I disagree.
Then never true. Never true.
No, but that's denial. I am rude sometimes.
No, but it's the surprise that you're rude. It's a surprise.
I had a fight with Lene the other day. Information about my mom got me really down. Sorry, Nogla, I'm going the sympathy route here. Sorry, guys.
It's all right,
like,
man.
when you wake up and you get all this information, it overloads your brain. And I kind of took it out on Lene. I was getting frustrated. We had electricians over asking me questions, and I was kind of like, fuck off. I was like, everyone fuck off. And then later in the day, I came upstairs and I hugged Lene and I apologized for her. I was wrong for the way I was this morning. So that's I was completely rude in the morning. It was a bad start to my day. I think that kind of justifies this answer a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. Lene talks so softly sometimes and gets mad when I keep saying, what did you say?
Actually, you know what?
Does Aaliyah do that? Does Aaliyah do that? I fucking hate it.
I don't hate it personally.
No, I do. I do.
Sometimes I think it's my hearing. My hearing's just not tuned in and I'm trying to tune in.
But when you talk to me, you talk at me. Americans, I feel, talk looking at everything else. Like, Lene has ADHD, so, like, I feel like her brain is constantly, like, you know, left and right of center. And she's, like, everything is coming in, but she's kind of talking down at her feet sometimes. And I'm like, I cannot understand what you're saying.
But what about you, though? This isn't about her.
I'm loud in general, you know what I mean? I do talk loud, but not softly.
I think true only now because you're a YouTuber.
Yeah. I can put myself in other people's shoes. Come on, Nogla, get it out. Go on. This is where we're going to disagree.
We're getting better. I'll tell you what, the start of the React channel, though, it was rough. There was no shoes.
When it's with you, it's hard. It's hard because I get nudging. Right, yeah. I get nudging texts. I hate your nudging texts.
But I only do when it's important.
Yes, I know. It is getting better.
Stop spamming you TikTok.
But the reason, and then the reason why am I often surprised when others tell me I'm being rude, that goes into this whole thing with, you know, the start of the React channel.
Other people's shoes,
We've gotten better, we've communicated.
It took a while, but we're definitely better.
Hence why Nogla and Louie is now a channel. Okay, guys, all right, that was part of the negotiation, and it's helping the React channel.
Thanks, man. What a saying.
I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like, you are the apple of my eye.
That's pretty obvious what that is.
Did you ever know the expression, my brother loves this one, don't look a gift horse in the mouth? Do you know that one?
No, I actually don't.
So, I feel like I kind of did it today when I talk shit on on Twitter. It's basically don't bite the hand that feeds, and I kind of did it.
Don't give your pearls to the pigs or whatever.
Yes, yeah. Here's a good example right here, ladies and gentlemen. What's a level that requires the look of the four-leaf clover to win? And then Brian replies, your algorithms.
Okay, actually that was good.
Yeah, no, I know. I ratioed, but I love how 5 hours ago they replied to this person and did not reply to me. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth means don't bite the hand that feeds. I could now be on the naughty list, so if my views tank even more,
I think you're all right. It would be a hate crime if it happened on St. Patrick's weekend.
I could have bought her.
We're gonna let that one slide.
That was some reply. I woke up and chose violence today, man.
I've done that a few times, but religiously.
I only like to talk to people who share my special interest. Special. That's why you're here. I only like to talk. No. I like no.
You like learning about things outside of your special interest?
Yeah, like my friend Paul is huge into heavy death metal and like brought me to a Metallica concert. He loves Simpsons, Marvel movies, going to the gym, all things that we share. I'm not into metal, you know what I mean? But I've learned to kind of listen to some Metallica stuff, but it's not really for me. But I went to the Metallica concert. Really speaking, if I was a really good friend, I would watch an anime for Nogla. I feel like I've done this for other people, but he's begging me to do anime.
I'm not begging. There's no begging here, man.
Oh, sorry. No, you're not. Sorry. No, I'm getting letters in my P.O. box of people begging me.
Oh, yeah.
On your behalf.
We'll see.
I do have all the Dragon Ball discography on the laptop ready for my flight back to Ireland. I will be watching that.
Honestly, that's good enough.
That's a good start.
I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Yes, Brian, I'm sorry.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
One of our biggest arguments we've ever had is code for a brand deal, and he never noticed it like the first 2 times, but then noticed it.
Oh, the Nogla one.
It was like a huge deal.
Yeah,
and it was just a small detail.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Okay, so Nogla had the profile picture was terrible for the Reacts channel. It was literally just Nogla's face, but it also has your headphones, Brian. I'm like, great. I feel so.
And hair and background, and it was pretty iconic.
Yeah. Okay, and then the banner was cows, and then the code for the brand deal on our channel together was code Nogla.
Again, it was because all the brand deals go through me.
Yes.
There's all logical reasons here. It's nothing egotistical.
But when it's a partnership, that's what I'm saying. It's a new channel. It's a new thing together. That's what I was trying to say. And then you were like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Autism. I actually did get it. To be fair, I actually did get it because all of that is changed now. I was definitely going with the overall idea. I was overall idea. Brian was details. My thing was like, hey, Brian, the only thing that really matters is the views. And the views are good. let's not change things. That's it, because things are fine. Now, the views have gone down since the new profile picture. Just pointing it out. 2 10s out of 10s in a row.
Yeah.
New profile picture,
it's not. It's
down.
yeah. It's my.
All right,
it's that fault.
I'm not trying to say anything, but then like with the brand deal, I'm just like, Brian, we just got to do a good brand deal and get money. It's the bigger picture. And then Brian's like, no, small picture. And that's all 100%. This is true now. And I definitely doubt it wasn't true when you were younger. My attitude is the content just has to be good. You can have a shit banner, shit profile picture, shit title. You can even have shit thumbnails, but if the content is fucking amazing, people are gonna watch. Brian's all fluff and details.
No, well, it's called bells and whistles. Like, it's from college. I did web design and coding. Detail is so important.
Man, I'd say you made the best looking Subway sandwiches with that degree.
Yeah, fuck yeah. No, but I did. Like, the hinge. Okay, let me get it started, lads. You have to do the correct hinge cut on a Subway.
Hinge cut, dude. He's coming out with technical terms.
You actually have to have a little gap between the hinge of the bread roll where the salads go at the top and the meats, and you have to have a nice little gap so it folds perfectly. People make the mistake of shoving everything into the corner in there, and then it looks like a mess.
We definitely have to vlog you in the Subway that's near you, Brian, making a Subway for me.
Hello, my track record, allegedly.
They're never gonna see that.
I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes. I hate some texture of some foods, like carrot. I love soft, like veg, where it's like you know, kind of cooked down. You don't like
hard carrot? Like,
I hate crunch.
Boneless wings with a bit of ranch, and you got celery and carrots. You know, the hard celery and carrots you dip into the ranch. That would be a big ick.
I hate that word, ick. Do not use ick.
See, there you go, man.
I just don't like crunch. I don't think that's a ism.
This is starting to feel true the more you're talking.
This feels like a very stupid question. Like, okay.
It's actually quite relevant, though. It's more about, like, what you value. Like, do you value the texture over the flavor, or do you value the flavor over the texture?
No, flavor over the texture. I'm just saying, like, I like carrot when it tastes good, but when it's crunchy, it's like, ugh. I'll go in never true, but I kind of feel there's certain times where certain crunch freaks me out. I miss my best friends or family when we're apart from a long time.
Bang, 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 dude. All right, on to number 12.
Like, I love being in America. Don't get me wrong. It's great for time zone. I like, you know, working here and
it's
opportunity.
Convenient. America is very convenient.
I miss Ireland for like how everyone is so much happier and nicer to each other. Here in America, I feel like everyone is afraid of each other, constantly like on edge. I miss my friends. I miss my family. I miss it so much. I'm going back soon, and I'll be going over to Nogla. Don't you worry about that.
Oh shit, no. When you fuck you mentioned this?
Yeah, I have a car now, so you don't really have much of an excuse.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right.
Shut up. When I land, he's going to be, when you coming?
No, I stopped doing that. Evan taught me that lesson.
No, oh yeah, because I'm the same as Evan.
Well, I just leave people alone. If they want to spend time with me, they'll contact me.
I think I'm a little different to Evan. He ain't a social butterfly, man. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. Boop. Not so much when I was young. I think I've become a little bit more ruthless as I.
Very low right now.
When I get older, I'm like I'm tired of like caring what people think. I think it's also society has made me a bit more kind of like, I don't care if I offend you. I'd rather you be offended by honesty than like me for bullshit.
Yeah, just protected by a lie.
And I don't always mean to. I'm just like very harsh, and I don't think that's a bad thing. If I don't like you, I probably wouldn't even give you any advice or anything like that. But if I offend you by giving you the hard truth, it's kind of me saying I actually want the best for you. When my dad passed, I kind of grew into myself to be a bit more of a man of the house, and I think I did a lot of changing. People who would call me on the phone, like companies, and they try and walk all over you to make you sign for this or sign up to this. I started like, no, I'm not doing that. No. How much is it going to, like, I began to, it's like when I was around 26, 27, I started being a bit more like, you know, feck off. Like feck off. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. Let me think.
Kind of true too, though.
No, I think, I wish there was a maybe, depending on the situation. Like, I'm like on a plane, I like talking with people beside me about and learning about their stuff. So
I don't think the word only here is not great either.
No, okay.
The strictness, the black and whiteness.
Yeah, I agree. For that, I will say never true.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of times where I'm like, why are we talking about this? This is wasting time.
That's fair. Dude, how many more questions is there?
Okay, let's power through these. Okay, let's stop talking. Sorry, we're being too Irish here.
This is gonna be a podcast, bro. This is gonna be an autistic podcast.
I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else.
Ooh.
No, I'm quite happy with who I am.
That's what it's saying. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else.
Sorry, you're right. Yeah. Others consider me odd or different. No.
Really?
No.
They think you're just the normie dude?
Yeah.
You're a pretty normal guy.
I understand when friends need to be comforted.
Ooh.
See,
this is a coin flip.
See, the thing is, you have two sides to me. There's me with my friends and family away from YouTube, and then you have to deal with my YouTube shit. And I feel like Terroriser can be a twat, and Brian can be much nicer.
I don't think we've ever literally even disagreed in person. I think there was that one time I was at Vanessa's house and we disagreed on something. That was it.
I understand when friends need to be comforted.
I think what's your guy's story you just told earlier? Debert, or what's his name? Dermot, there you go. So I think true now and when you were younger, to be fair.
It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. Never true. I have to act normal to please other people, to make them like me. No. One of my best friends in college, Paul, who I've already mentioned, hated me on day one. A bunch of other people in the class hated me on day one, first year.
Nice.
And then halfway through first year, a big group of them where I was just with them, and the main lad, Pete, he was like the older main lad of the group, and he turns to me and he goes,
cool guy.
That was actually one of his sentences. Cool guy. We used to say that. And I remember he turned to me and he goes, I used to hate you. You're actually not that bad at all. Because they knew I was doing YouTube. And I think there was like a bit of like, you know, probably thought I was a attention seeker or something like that. I was just being me. And then they were like my best friends. I love them. I used to love, that college was great fun. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. I work with Nogla. I'm now used to being interrupted in the middle of a fucking bit. Is it difficult for me to understand how others are feeling when we are talking? No, I can clearly tell when someone's upset. Because of Movember as well, we learn a lot about trying to interpret people. Mental health, way they're talking, trying to interpret cues and see if like people are kind of hiding stuff and their body language if they're off. So that's a never true. Now, I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table at school or at work. What do you think, Nogla?
The only reason I'm going to say yes is because like you love the pub environment.
Love it. Nights out,
just getting a bunch
dinner
of the lads
table
together to go
fond
to
memories
the pub.
of my whole family eating dinner at the dinner table, all talking. I love that. I love the conversation. I love going out. It's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous.
Ooh. Actually, yes. Not the embarrassed one, but the jealous one for sure.
Beep boo.
For sure.
Beep boo for Sean.
No. Well,
yes.
I think true only when I was younger than 18. 100%. I think now you have a better eye on it, but when you're younger, no.
Yeah. I would have been completely oblivious to it. Well, actually, no, I did know. Because I got bullied a lot because I was really good at football. Like, when I went to different schools, I used to get, like, targeted, like, for slide tackles, and people would go out. And you remember that fella that you double-footed because whatever his name was?
Jake, yeah. So you don't have an issue knowing when someone else is, like, embarrassed or jealous?
But no, jealousy is more of a thing for me. It actually, when people were jealous and being
obvious?
dicks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is it obvious to you when you're jealous? Did you ever feel jealous?
I can tell when I'm jealous of someone, but I've learned, I think as I got older, I learned to realize, like, don't look at other people's dishes on the dinner table. I've said this about someone else that we know, that they were too fixated on what other people were eating at the dinner table and not realizing what they had in front of them. You know what I mean? So I kind of learned about that as I got older. So if someone's annoying, like I'm seeing them doing well and I feel like they shouldn't be doing well, for example, I would just mute that person. If it's outside, out of mind, people who fixate on what other people are doing, they get angry or whatever. That's a horrible way to live.
Yeah, jealousy is kind of like a fixating thing.
So,
for sure.
And if you focus on it, so I just get it out. Don't look at other people's dishes on the table. Just focus on what I have and then just keep working and that. So I can tell when I'm jealous, but I would go, it's not difficult.
Okay, fair. I was just probing.
I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed.
Ooh.
I do get annoyed, but not upset.
Not extremely.
I get annoyed when we have a system. And like, for example, Nogla's now gone 8 hours this way. And then that's obviously there has to be, you know, changes to try and facilitate
there was teething problems, and
that can be annoying but not upsetting. I'm not gonna like throw a tantrum about it. It's just
it's the way this is worded. Extremely upset is like you get extremely annoyed for sure.
Yes, and I'm not afraid.
So that's why I kind of feel like This is another half cup.
I think with these questions, you have to really focus on the keyword, which is upset. Like, I'm not...
I think the keyword is extremely.
Oh, yeah. True.
If it was just upset, I would actually say true.
Okay, fuck you.
I'm trying to be meme.
It's difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. If this was true, our channels would not exist together. I think the fact that we're able to work together, this is the biggest proof ever. I'm sorry, but it is true. It's in so many videos where I'm like in the middle of something and then, oh, Brian, look, there's a new flavor of McFlurry released. And I'm like, all right, okay.
There is actually a Kit Kat. Very nice.
The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, phrases get you uncomfortable, like ick.
No, new words. But when those new words come out, like lit, I hate lit. I'm like, that is so stupid.
Yeah, the phrase lit makes me uncomfortable. True.
Yeah, if it was phrase ick or lit, I'd be like,
or moist.
No, moist doesn't bother me.
And that's weird.
I like Moist Critical. I could happily listen to his name. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes the sound of a word or high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Now, my voice is literally a high-pitched noise. I've been numb to it since birth. I am an understanding type of person. This is a maybe. Ooh. This is a maybe. It depends on the circumstance.
I think true only now, I'm being honest.
See... It depends. Like, I have a bias with you and I. We lock horns a lot because we're very close. And
well, I'm autistic and you're not, obviously.
No, but I think it's because we're close. Am I an understanding type of person? Yes, but sometimes no, because I feel like I disagree with someone sometimes, and I'm like,
there's a lot of middle runs here.
Yeah.
I feel like true only now is kind of like the middle ground answer.
We'll go with that then. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me.
Moving on.
Let's just move on. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I'm interested in.
Do you have a vivid imagination?
No, I don't think so.
You really don't? Huh, that's fascinating.
I don't dream a huge amount, but I do a weird thing where I kind of like, if I'm watching a movie, I for some reason try and make different tangents of the movie in my head, and kind of like I find myself acting it out sometimes because I think it's the voice acting
like
kind of thing.
How the movie's gonna end?
Kind of like I like make my own story if I think the story should have been done like this, and if I'm doing normally it's how I do like voice impression stuff, and I'll like kind of act it out in my head, and then sometimes I'm talking to myself and I'm like, geez, I think I'm weird, but like I'll end up talking to myself, like acting.
It's okay, dude. Some guys will comment, but like, me too, Brian.
No, I've said that before, and people are like, oh my god, I thought it was only me, but I do that with movies, but not all the time, so I'm not gonna say it's true. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. No, I just go to the gym. I need to just divert and get it out. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yes, I do. More with my IRL friends. Sometimes you and I'll just walk away from you and then relax. That's and then we come back. Sometimes it's good to just walk away and relax. I calm down and then come back. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying.
I feel like this one's a tricky one because YouTube is so fake.
You see, okay, so here, that's actually a very good point. I think you think a bit more in terms of YouTube. Like, I'm like, my brain is deflecting to like my friends IRL or family or people that I deal with in like, you know, everyday basis. I can tell when someone is not really interested. Lene, for example. I can tell when I'm talking about sports or anything. I can see it's in one ear and out the other.
I think never true then.
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
No. I cannot tell.
Yeah, never true.
Wait, this is a double on. I cannot tell. True. No, never true. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, man. My brain overwhelmed and stimulated. Okay. 1 second. I need to shut down and isolate. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations. True. One of my best compliments was a first date with someone. They said that was one of the best first dates. I actually didn't feel. You made me feel not nervous or awkward at all because I just talked.
Was it Lene?
No.
Damn.
No, there was a lot of people before Lene, but she was the one. She was the only one, you know, tied me down. Green card.
Yeah, well, it ended up you didn't need it, but 9 years ago you did.
Back in Ireland, they were trying to get me for the green card, and then I was on the other side of the coin when I was here in America.
Yes, green card love right there.
I've been told that I have an unusual voice. Example, flat, monotone, childish, or high pitched.
Yes. Oh my god, that was a perfect question.
That's a negative for me. Childish or high pitched for sure. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping twirling sticks or strings, waving things by my eyes.
I'm doing this, bro. I'm literally twirling a stick. Oh my gosh, no! I'm not looking forward to taking this test.
Oh, bro, you have to be honest. You know what I hated? Was the era of the fidget spinner. I hated fidget spinners.
Funny. I thought that was funny.
Oh, I hated it.
I feel like you're anti-autism at this stage. I'm going through this and I'm like, this guy hates autistic people.
No, I hated fidget spinners. Like, they were just annoying to me. Everyone got them just because they were a fad, and I was like, God, they're so stupid. I've never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting.
Never true.
That's almost like what I was saying. Like, I've never been interested in what people find popular.
Man United. Man United is a super
I'm literally in a family of Man United supporters.
So, if you were autistic, you would be a Man City fan. All right? Dude, never. You're into Marvel, for fuck's sake.
Lord, what's wrong with Marvel? DC,
They're
Marvel.
Super popular normie.
I liked Marvel way before the MCU. I grew up watching the X-Men cartoons, Batman for DC cartoons. What's wrong with liking Marvel?
I can't think of anything you're interested in that barely anyone else is interested in. I can't think of anything. Literally can't.
Cricket?
Again, that's a lot of people that are into cricket. You gotta put never true here, man.
I've never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. What do you mean? Me? What? I have so much shit in common with all my friends. What are you talking about?
That's my point. So it's never true.
I have never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. Okay, yeah, fuck, man. These double negatives are fucking with my brain.
This is why I'm here, guys.
I am considered a compassionate type of person.
See, that's the issue. Is like
I'm with other people. Yeah.
Yeah. What
I'm flying back to Ireland to like.
That is considerate. That is considerate.
Yeah.
For sure. I think if you ask the people close to you, yes.
Yes.
And then the people that you keep outside of your walls,
no, yes.
I think you're just a dick and never change their mind about you.
Yes. Like I have, how big is your friend circle? I bet you it's small. I have like 6 people. 6 friends that are like, they're my beyond friends. They're like my family, and I will do anything for them. But people outside of it, where I'd be less giving, because I like to have my close circle of trust, because like, especially when you're, you know, you've done well on YouTube, that there's always that worry of people kind of, you know, use you and abuse you, so you don't want to be too giving. That's how I am. So, but yeah,
I just kind of stick to my family, and then that's about it. I have one IRL friend, and
that's me.
And then people I work with. No, actually, it's not you.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was the joke.
You're a work friend, Brian.
Yeah, I'm a colleague.
You're a colleague. We are in what's called a situationship.
Situation. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
as long as I'm useful and you're useful, we're recording.
Do you think if like I was to retire like tomorrow, do you think we would like never see each other or talk?
I think I might be the reason you retire, so yes. So, yeah.
There'll be 2 people on the list now. Like, TikTok.
Oh, that's nice. All right, don't have
to.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We'll be doing like retirement holidays somewhere with our families.
It would be nice to retire for sure.
I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. Nope.
No.
Nope. If you don't like
Maybe
me,
you do this subconsciously, but I don't think you do it consciously.
No. If you don't like me, I could not give a fuck. That's a you problem. It's not a my problem. It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. No, I actually work so much better. What you saw, Nogla, is not me when I'm on my own. I'm so unstimulated. When I have other people around me, I go to the gym. Like, I hate working out in my home. I have a room we converted into like a gym. It has a treadmill and like a rowing and a bike. And I hate that. When I go to the gym, I work out so much better because other people stimulate me.
Yeah, I definitely think you're a social butterfly. That's why streaming gives you energy, whereas streaming for me just takes energy away, and I hate everyone that even comments and chats. I don't even want people's money. That doesn't even motivate me. So nothing about streaming is interesting to me in the slightest.
Yeah.
So you seem to get energy from socializing. So
yeah,
for sure, bro. You probably need, honestly, you know what'd be amazing for you? A really good personal trainer.
Funny you should mention that. I am strongly considering getting myself a personal trainer.
It will get you out of the gym. He can keep you on schedule with things and talk with you about stuff. I got a personal trainer. It's absolutely awesome. I don't have one coming back to Ireland, and it's been a pain in the hole getting the gym consistently. But I've lost weight somehow. I don't know how. At least Aaliyah says I have.
She would know. So
she might be lying to make me feel better though.
No, I think Aaliyah's pretty blunt.
No, well, yeah, she did say I had a Zoidberg bod one day. And I was like, damn, Aaliyah. I was like, damn, Aaliyah.
This is why we love her so much. Like, Lene
I think she felt bad about that comment and then was like, I should probably say something nice in a week.
You've lost weight. You're less Zoidberg.
I'm like, stop lying to me, Aaliyah. I know when you're lying, but thank you, I guess.
I am considered a loner by those who know me best. Never true. Well, mind you, with my career in Ireland, that's a hard one because I'm like working, but like I'm always out to the lads in the Dunsany Gated Club as much as I can. So I'm like not trying to be a loner, but I do work a lot at night. So it could, from other people's perspective, maybe look like I am, but I'm not.
I don't think they fucking matter.
Exactly. But my close friends will be like, no, he's always trying to come out and like in our group chat, organize stuff. I usually speak in a normal tone. Yes. Just not with a microphone. I like things to be exactly the same day after day. Even small changes in my routines upset me. Never true. It's a whirlwind. Oh my god, there's no schedule or routine. It's a mess. I wish you could zoom out. If you zoomed out, there is an absolute mess around me because we did the P.O. Box video. It is an absolute catastrophe around me. Calms me to spin around or to rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed.
I feel like everyone enjoys that.
That's a yeah, man. That's an annoying question.
Chair and now spin around.
Rocking in a chair. Who does not love just like I like to do this like this sometimes, just like.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't it?
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I'd say true.
I say true. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me.
Never true, because that's you.
I wear my heart on my sleeve?
Fucking 1,000,000%, bro. Anything and everything is personal.
So, yeah.
Like, it's
yeah, that is true.
If Brian's being talked about and he's just the subject of the conversation, Brian turns it into him like being the object. He's being objectified, but it's like, no, people are just talking about you to talk about you. It's not personal.
Says the man that goes into my comment section and berates anyone that said anything negative about him.
Oh, yeah, your comment section is a bunch of bitches, though.
You have to reply to them.
Sometimes. I do it for the algo as well. I'm the only one that comments on other people's comment sections anymore.
True.
Like, it's not actually just you, but
that's true.
Definitely you more. But I think our channels would be doing better if there was some cross-pollination actually.
I agree with that strongly.
That's kind of why I do it as well, and just kind of keep the banter going.
I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Oh yeah, snakes in the grass, man. The amount of times where I have a feeling about someone and I'm like, I'm gonna keep my distance from that person. I get, there's some indicators there, and then what happens? I was right. It happens a lot. I can normally, and it was around the time of my close friend that you know, I really learned that. The unfortunate thing is people who you're close with at a younger age, you're not always going to be close with them older, but people do transition and change. And I learned as I got older, you can start to see indicators.
That was a good life lesson, actually.
It was, honestly, it was a very good life lesson. It was a horrible one at the same time.
It probably protected you more than it hurt you if you were to look through your whole lifespan.
I didn't get too upset from it. I actually took a lot of positive from it because it was something that was there staring me in the face for a long time and I chose to ignore it. So when that happened, it was kind of like the solidification of it, where I was like, yep, look, you've no option but to, you know,
trust the gut.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they say, you know, trust your gut. And I'm like, wow, that's what it is. I can't tolerate things I dislike, like smells, sounds, tastes. Oh, I feel like this is a maybe, man. I feel like this is a maybe. But like, it's like, I'll tolerate it depending on who I'm with. If I'm with like Nogla, I'm like, man, I can't, let's fucking get out of here. I can't do this. But if I'm in like a business setting or something, I'm like, I'm just gonna suck it up and, you know what I mean? I
think it depends how comfortable you are vocalizing.
Yes, the concern or the problem
with the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like you said, if it's a business call, you'll just put up with it. But if it's like, if it's me, Nogla, then anything wrong is
yeah, there's
vocalized.
times where I've been in recording sessions with people who are not exactly like in our core group, but like friends outside.
And they'd be slurping or chewing or
like McNasty burping. I tolerate that. I hate it. McNasty needs some serious gut checks or something, because that gas system in his goddamn esophagus is
he's gonna
concerning.
live till 100 on Coke Zero, but he'll be fine.
But that's just a very small example of like, I'll tolerate that. I'll tolerate it. I don't like it, but I'll tolerate it. But if Nogla is just like slurping into the fucking mic, I'll be like, listen, you fucking shut up.
I know.
Because I feel comfortable with telling them. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions.
You kind of do, yes. At least from my experience, especially when Marcel is around, for some reason, you guys both love asking me sexual questions, which are embarrassing questions.
Bro, if that's just you, I don't go around asking sexual questions to everyone I meet. You're a special case.
I'm glad you don't treat people like the way you treat me, for sure.
But the thing is, I'm related to my dad, and my dad used to ask some of the most embarrassing shit where I was like, oh, Jesus, stop. I don't think I do.
Maybe when you get older, you will.
That's the concern.
There should be not true, but true when I get older.
Yeah, not true yet. No, I'm not gonna say never true.
That's funny.
I don't think I ask embarrassing questions, but I'm not afraid to ask. Last one, you'll be happy to hear.
Thank God. This has been a podcast, bro. I feel like people are going to get to know you more now than ever in fucking history.
I tend to point out other people's mistakes. Boom,
yes!
boom, 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 boom. No.
Don't need to explain it.
No,
People
because
know.
you and I are so close. You'll do it to actually. If you don't say this, you tell me where my thumbnail is wrong, my title is wrong.
And Clyde was like, cheers, thanks, bro. I remember I fixed one of your thumbnails.
yeah, he felt so confused. But that's also because Nogla cares. Like, if he didn't care, he wouldn't be trying to help, okay?
I probably would help even if I didn't care, because I'm just like, I don't like people doing things the wrong way.
Oh God, I'm gonna leave it at this just because I'm a bigger person. I'm gonna walk away. Lene loves doing this, well, especially with me. She'll point out, like, she'll list my mistakes. Like, if Lene makes a mistake, I fix it. Like, if she doesn't do something that she's supposed to, I'll just do it.
Is this why you're still leaving the video, Brian?
No, yeah. No. I've told her numerous times. Lene, like, said, no, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. I think my mind is a little bit different. Maybe she's autistic.
I think both of our women might be.
Yeah, I think so. I love you. Here we go. All right. How autistic am I?
You're going to be way less than Wildcat. I know that.
26.
That is so low.
What does my score mean? 25. You are not autistic.
Yes!
Yes! Let's go. And I would have got 25 if Nogla didn't make me answer this as pointing his mistakes.
You would have got the golf score of autism.
Let's go.
All right. Well,
okay, all right, let's power through your one and let's get 220.
Yeah, I'll get the complete opposite. I can't wait. And without further ado, I'm going to do mine. I often use words and phrases from movies. Never. I don't remember them. I literally just don't remember them. I am often surprised when others tell me I've been rude. I think true when I was younger. I have self-awareness now about
well,
it.
you've just ticked now when I was young. So
Oops,
true
sorry.
only when I was younger.
There we go. I don't think you even ticked that once in your one.
No.
Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. Nah. I am loud when I'm recording, but outside of that, I talk pretty normal.
He does. I can confirm that. And honestly, he doesn't talk that much outside of it. You're actually quite quiet. You're normally on your phone and thinking and pondering and, you know, analyzing things or whatever. Andrew's the talker. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not a talker. Only when he sits down.
Yeah, if I'm interested in something too, like a particular subject. I often don't know how to act in social situations.
Can you, like, drop kick the screen? True only...
Yeah, I feel
Brother.
What?
Brother,
what?
you brought the fucking Game Boy thing to the Seattle PAX nightclub because you wanted to avoid social situations just so you could not talk to people at a YouTube party. Tick true now and when I was young.
Okay, let me rebuttal that though.
Okay.
This asks, I often don't know how to act in social situations. I knew that was the wrong thing to do.
Do you remember you left the bar when that other time when you were FaceTiming Aaliyah?
And I knew that wasn't the proper social behavior. I just don't like socializing in bars. It's not that I didn't know how to act in that situation. It's that the way I was supposed to act in that situation, I don't like doing, so I just leave it. That's it. I just kind of walk away from it. But when I was younger, I definitely didn't know. Now I did that. It's the know that's important, I feel like, in this question.
Okay, I'll allow it slide.
I can put myself in other people's shoes. True only now, I think. Not when I was younger. That took a bit of learning and humbling for sure. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you are the apple of my eye. Now, Brian told me a weird one about a horse earlier.
Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
You said don't bite the hand that feeds you?
It's basically along the lines, don't question something that's a gift horse. It's like if you look it in the mouth, it might bite you.
Yeah.
So like
like your fingers are dangling in front of a horse mouth. You could they could think it's a carrot. I think when I was younger for sure. I think, but I also don't think so either. I think this one's leaning more towards never true. I only like to talk to people who share my special interest. Oh boy. I definitely prefer talk to people.
Yeah, yes. But come on.
Remember, only, Brian, only.
I don't know.
Only.
I don't know, man.
I was not interested in that bare knuckle boxing backyard.
What do you mean you watched it? You actually liked it?
I literally had never watched it before.
You sat down on the couch watching it while I set up all the YouTube stuff downstairs.
Yes, but that wasn't a special interest of mine.
You could have helped me.
I definitely could have helped you set stuff up.
Wait, one sec. What's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on. I didn't want to go downstairs and help you with technical stuff on your computer because you're super particular about your computer.
Did you tell me that, or just go on your phone and walk away? And
I left it alone because I know what you're like, so I just goes, I leave him alone. He won't want me messing with VR settings.
That's some bad body language reading skills right there, if you ask me.
Thanks, Brian. But I know you're very picky with your tech stuff, and
nah, that sounds like an excuse. That sounds like a cop out.
Maybe it is, but that I'm just being honest. I focused on details rather than the overall idea. Never true. Right?
Yeah, I'm more on details.
I miss my best friends or family when we are apart for a long time. Nah. Nope. Right.
I would have slapped you if you said, oh yeah, all the time. I'm always talking about them.
I miss them, but I live very much in the present for sure. And it's like I could call them. You know what I mean? I can call them. And if we've been apart for a long time.
Do you call them?
Yes, I do. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me.
Come on now.
I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me.
You're quite quiet, David. Andrew and I will be talking about whatever. I notice how much of a social butterfly he is, and he and I will talk, and then you'll be on your phone, and then you suddenly perk up when the conversation's about YouTube, for example. You're straight into it. Or something internet related like Keem or drama or whatever. If we're talking about like Arsenal, even though you're an Arsenal fan, I'll be talking to him about football. You'll still kind of say when Arsenal beat Man United.
Yeah, just because I'm an anti-Man U fan.
Yeah. But like, I'll be talking to him about football and you won't be as whatever. But anything then it verges into like YouTube related conversation. Then suddenly I've noticed you perk up.
I have a counterpoint here. The most conversations you and I have had about football, I brought it up in the conversation.
Because you know that's an interest of mine.
Yeah. So that contradicts. I only like to think about interests that I'm into.
I think you're desperately trying to avoid autism by going into the questions in a very deep layer.
I think that's what you're supposed to do. Because it's like...
avoid it at all costs.
I have a couple issues. Only and few. I have to be honest. And never true. Sorry, guys.
He's going to be like... You're going to have the lowest score ever.
Disappointing everyone right now. I'd rather go out and eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. Actually, true. I do like going out to the restaurant on my own. Leah gets annoyed at this, but the way I kind of justify it is like I actually go out to a restaurant and I deal with business stuff because I like the environment and the noise, and I like ordering food that I like, and then I'll go on my phone and I'll do like emails and business calls and whatever. So it's not really like by myself, you know, because I'll usually phone someone. I'm not just quietly eating my food on my own. You know what I mean? For the sake of Brian wanting me to get a high score, I'll click true only now. Context is irrelevant. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I actually do sometimes think what it would be like to be other people, but it would be extremely rare. And usually when I think about it, I think, wow, I wouldn't like to be them. You know? So,
but you do, but you like...
I do imagine it.
You think about it. So maybe true only now. Probably not when you were a kid. I think you're too...
Oh no, actually it was way worse when I was younger. Actually, yeah, true only when I was younger, for sure.
So you were conscious of like other people, like I wish I was like that popular kid over there or something like that.
A bit of that, yeah. I think so. Now I'm older and I kind of
you're more,
yeah, I kind of see
I know what
things
you're
a bit more
saying.
clearly, and I know who I am and stuff like that. But when I was younger, yeah. So that's why I'm more emphasizing this, because I think it's a stronger answer for sure. Others consider me odd or different. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to. If I say anything else, I think Brian will get mad.
Just Brian? just Brian? I think the internet would implode.
I understand when friends need to be comforted.
You do.
When I was younger, though.
Maybe now. You're the most compassionate person in the group. You're the one, you care most about other people in the group. And you're a little too vocal for it. I think you get people snapping at you because you like give opinions on stuff, because you're actually trying to help.
They're probably not asking for it or want it or realize the change is required or whatever. But hey, look, I've learned to step back there big time. Yeah, I think, yeah. Sure. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. I think they call this like code switching, right? I think that's like the correct term is like code switching, where you sound different around certain people. I feel like this is kind of true when I'm around Irish people, but not really. People commented like when all the Irish lads are together, sound more Irish. I think it's such a specific scenario. It can't really
I don't like
it. It's natural. It's just naturally
It's natural, yeah. I don't think there's a conscious shift in how we talk with Irish people. It's just a very natural thing.
Happens,
when we're talking like with the Americans, there's a certain filter that we have in our brain that we have to kind of
sound easier to understand. That's basically it. Which in a way, it helps us appear more normal. This one, again, we need a couple of middle ground answers for sure. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's intimidating.
Would you be going to conventions, getting on stage and talking in front of a crowd?
I've done that a good few times and it never bothered me.
So then maybe that has to be taken into consideration.
I'm in a group, so I feel like probably never true. But preference, intimidate, you know, some of the words are really Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Actually, true only now. Sorry, past self. You did well. It took you a long time. No, I actually find it really easy to like talk, like you said in your one, talking next to people in airplanes. I love talking to Uber drivers for some reason. So yeah. There you go. It is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. I think when I was younger, for sure. Yeah, when I was younger, 100%. I think I was definitely more autistic when I was younger. And as I grew up, I learned the autistic things that were going on. And I kind of became less autistic.
I think you became more aware that you have to
work on it. It's something that can be worked on. You don't have to just stay in the same area of autism. You can actually work on it and become less autistic. And that actually might be a hot take. So there'll be some people out there that are like, no, you can't.
But
I'm like,
but it's a spectrum. Like there's a certain level on that spectrum where the severity is.
Yeah, like I don't think you can go from extremely autistic to not at all. But I think you can definitely move the dial down like 10, 20, 30, even maybe 40%. Depends how hard you work at it consciously. I like having a conversation with several people. For instance, I'd be around a dinner table at school or at work. Ooh, hated it when I was younger. But now I'm kind of cool with it. I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it. I think America actually helped a lot. Enough. A lot of these I think are going to be younger. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. Yep, yeah. Brian, I think we have a great example of that recently. But now, to be fair, I was busy at the time, so I wasn't thinking. Brian goes making breakfast and then getting ready. Need to eat. No rush. I'm at adoration, which is like a Catholic thing, and you basically pray and spend time with Jesus. This is great. The Eucharist is lovely. And then Brian goes, you're looking in the mirror, you know, because he's saying I'm adoring myself. And now that came into my head after I had texted back, no, it's a church thing. And then Brian goes, I know, ... was a joke. And then I replied, all right, haha.
I was like, really?
Part of me was like, I knew after I sent it, but another part of me was like, I don't feel like correcting myself either. Yeah. It wasn't that good of a joke.
I thought it was a good joke.
It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. When I was younger, now I do, maybe. But when I was younger, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's quite a standard thing. I think you become more aware that jealousy as people get older, jealousy becomes more of a prominent thing.
I think I understood more and thought more about how I was feeling and thinking when I was younger versus how other people were thinking and feeling. So like I would pick up on when I felt embarrassed or jealous, but I wouldn't really pick up on other people. I was kind of working through my own shit, as they say. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. Not really. Not really. I get a little upset if it's something I super care about, but not really. Not really.
Would you stay in someone else's house?
I don't like staying in other people's houses.
I feel like that's a little bit along those lines. If you're outside your comfort zone.
This is where we need the middle ground. But again, this is where extremely upset. I just
made me buy goose feathered pillows because he only sleeps with goose feathered pillows.
Actually, that's changed now. I kind of sleep on whatever, but I got silk covers. Those are lovely. Now I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go. When you go silk, you don't go back, in my opinion. Lovely, lovely silk. You should try it out. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished. Ooh, I actually think this has gotten more true over time. And it was far less true when I was younger. I put true only now, Brian, just for you, okay? I feel like he's looking at it judgingly.
Yeah, there's a few times where he's been ticking and I'm like,
Yeah. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Ooh, yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Dude, this guy.
I can think of someone's laugh still does.
Yeah. I actually think this didn't bother me when I was younger, and it bothers me now.
Yeah.
My peace has gotten more important as I've gotten older. I am an understanding type of person. Yeah.
I think you are understanding.
Yeah, I try.
You try.
That's about as good as I can do. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Never true. I actually found them quite relatable. Yeah, weirdly relatable. In things like even in kids' movies and stuff like that I watch with my daughter, I'm like, wow, these movies got some good messaging. I like this. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Yes, sorry, Aaliyah. I apologize. It's fucking impossible. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaliyah. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I'm interested in. Not an exact detail. I feel like this one is kind of like a gray one, but I would say for thumbnails, bang on. Yes. For thumbnails, I can like, it's like...
You can paint it out in your brain. Yeah.
But then I can't describe it. I'm like, crap. Fuck,
I draw
man.
it.
They need to create like a VR headset
get a tablet.
that just beams what you're seeing in your brain onto a screen. That'd be epic. That'd be cool. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. Yeah, sorry, Aaliyah. Apologies. I think this one's true.
This is why he goes out and eats alone.
Me and Aaliyah, actually, we both do this. So quite often, at the end of the day, we both actually go and spend alone time. And she'll do her alone time, I'll do my alone time, and we call it de-stimming. So that's it. That's just, I think it was like kind of like, what's going on here? You know, but now we just understand both of us need it. So I like that in a relationship.
It's a mechanism that the two of you have kind of created to help. It's not like you're trying to keep away from each other because of a dislike. It's a necessary kind of separation for you to then come back in a state of mind that you're more cohesive to. So I understand that.
Honestly, I think that's very true in modern society. There's so much shit stimulating you 24/7. That's kind of why I like Ireland, because Ireland feels like slower. And I like that. You know, I don't feel like I have to rush myself to go to things. In America, I feel more rushed. Take that as you will. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yeah, sorry, Brian. Brian is the one that suffers the most with this answer, I think.
Brian, okay, before we record for the next 2 hours, I think we need to have a conversation in depth for the next 1 hour about everything. And I'm just like, come on, man, let's get into it.
I usually have to think, like, do I want to do this after we record when he's tired or before we record, and then he's annoyed when we record. It's like I can't win. It's like stuck between a stone and a hard place. It's kind of funny though. I can't tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. Oh, I can definitely tell for sure. 100%. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand and body movements when they are talking. Honestly, I'm fucking cracked at this. I'm cracked at this shit. This is the shit I am cracked at.
When I worked in Subway, I also worked in conjunction with the guys in the Londis. And I used to always be able to spot the shoplifters. You can tell by their body language that they're nervous or they're kind of, there's a little bit of tension. Closed. And they're constantly like looking around or trying to scan. I can spot them a mile away. And I caught so many. I should have been a guard.
Temperatures. Like, I feel like if I find it difficult to get the right temperature on the aircon, depending on the day.
Okay, good.
Depending on the day, it's like, ooh, do I want that a little higher, a little lower? And
earlier, the mention of the clothes feeling weird, I was a bit like, are you sure? Are you sure? My brain was like, no, actually, it's temperature that really gets to him. There'd be times where he'd be running, he'd like in the middle of like me talking or recording, it's very cold. Like he'll then just like stop everything to work on getting the right temperature for him to be able to record.
I like it cold.
I'm like,
I like it to be colder than necessary so that my body can be, you know, working.
Yeah, he's very particular about that.
But they don't feel different. I kind of know. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. Again, very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree. I would be moderately comfortable. If it just said comfortable, I'd be like, cool. But very comfortable? Nah, because I'm kind of assessing as things are going along. And so I don't kind of, no.
Are you always looking for your escape route?
No, I haven't dated much, to be honest. I wasn't really.
Well, I'm talking more in social situations. Are you always thinking, when am I going home? When, you know, when am I?
No, well, depends. Like, if it's a club, 100%, and a pub, 100%. But everything outside of that, I kind of like. I like that. But it's just pubs and clubs, man. It's just, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm the opposite of you there for sure. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Yeah, probably a bit too helpful.
Too much.
Yeah,
too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually help people less from now on. I've been told that I have an unusual voice. Yes, it's unusual. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. True, actually, way more now than before.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was younger, I just keep it to myself. But now I'm like, because I have a Leah.
But you also do it with me and other people in the group where you need other people's opinion on something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm considered a compassionate type of person. Go on, Brian.
Compassion of the Christ. He is indeed.
What? Yeah, you know.
He is compassionate.
I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal.
Maybe when you were younger.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like college.
Well,
like
I didn't even know
college.
the set of rules. That's how autistic I was. I didn't even fucking know the rules. I was like, what do normal people do in this situation?
Were you copying like other words that people were saying? Like, you know.
Yes, kind of. I think when I was younger for sure, but not now.
Yeah, I don't think you give a shit now.
It is very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Yeah.
Like IRL. Even though like he's in a group with us, but like...
Which is very difficult for me to work and function.
Yeah, okay.
Because I want to do things like, come on guys, let's do this. It's like, I don't know. Like, I definitely don't like when people are very late to sessions. I don't like it. I don't like when people show up to a session and they're in a bad mood and stuff like that. I'm just like, come on, guys. Come on. Fucking hell. Our job, we're YouTubers. We're rich YouTubers.
Yeah.
That don't have anything else going on in their lives. Like, can we show up on time and have fun?
I don't. My thing is when...
I don't know if it's my fault.
I don't like when people overthink stuff.
Yeah, let's just do it. Like, should we play this game? Not play this game?
Yeah.
Let's just play
I don't like looking... Let me look into the previous performance of the last 5 times I've played this game, and let me look at the metadata. And then there's Nogla and I. Like, Evan will be like, would you guys be down to do this? Nogla and I, without hesitation.
100%.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll play.
Yes, every time. There was 1 or 2 times I started saying no because I was just kind of like I was tired and I knew it was going to take a long time.
Yes,
and I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's going to take a long time for me.
For me, backrooms, because I feel like sometimes it'll go on forever and the fruits won't be worth the squeeze. Or the juice won't be worth the squeeze. Yeah. But for the most part, Nogla and I are normally pretty like...
Yeah. I don't care. I definitely think there's a couple of secret, more autistic than Nogla people in the group. Definitely is. Very secretive though. They mask their autism quite well because my autism is very out there.
They do that shifting thing you were talking about, acting differently to...
Yes, they act less autistic, which is autistic. I can chat and make small talk with people. Yes, literally did it today. So yes.
Did you do it when you were younger?
True only now. Was not very good at it.
I was gonna say, what about when you were younger?
I will say when I hit 14, 15, I had a massive kind of social growth.
Okay.
15 and kind of basically TY. I had a massive social growth. I went into 5th year and then I just hit a huge fucking depression for a couple of years. And so it kind of ruined all the small talk and social stuff I'd gathered. But gathered up. So I'm gonna stick with true only now because it wasn't consistent when I was younger. Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. No, everything hurts. Everything hurts. It all hurts. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk or to listen. Ooh, yeah, actually, this is more true now than before. This is more true. I think being a YouTuber in a group where everyone is kind of fighting for space to talk, because that's kind of what it was like for a handful of years. A handful of years.
Forever still is.
Well, no, now not so much.
When you have a bassy ass voice like you, not as bad. For me, it's hard. For me, it's definitely hard to... I get talked over sometimes.
I think now more. I think now more, but it's I don't have a hard time telling. I just kind of ignore it. So I'm gonna do never true.
I don't know about this one. I think I might have to veto this one.
Okay, I got to answer one question. I got to answer one question on yours. You can answer one question on mine. You want me to click true only now, right?
I think so.
That's fine. Okay, okay. I got this is your only one though, because I got one for you and we both got one here, so that's cool.
Yeah, because people literally watch our react videos, by the way, and they can see where you're not even listening. Or the let's play before you kick me off that I'm joking. Like when we're playing Dead Space, you did not listen to me. That's a perfect example of when I was talking to you and then you were just like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? You know what I mean? No. Okay, now you're gonna awkwardly silence.
Well, I have a lot to say about that subject. We won't go there.
Oh, here we
Let's just say we should release the unedited react videos gag.
Just leave me out of this.
I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. I think Aaliyah would agree to this. She knows me best, so I think I have to go with Aaliyah on this one. I usually speak in a normal tone. Yes. Well, normal is pretty subjective, but yeah. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. Oh my gosh, this is funny. You know, there's gonna be people watching saying, yeah, click through Nogla or I'm fucking unsubscribing. Hey, I went into that Among Us group on the Plus channel and pretty much not knowing anybody other than a few of the guys, and they eventually bailed on me, and I still stayed in the group and played with them, got along well with them. So 100%.
But and the comfort of your microphone and keyboard.
When I was younger, Brian, you can get that
IRL, man.
IRL? What are you talking about, man? I get along great with everyone.
The comfort of your own setup and chair and keyboard does not. It's not comparable to being in an alien environment with different people. It's completely different. You cannot make that exact same contrast between the two. It's a completely different environment and social setting.
I'm giving you true only when I was younger. That's all you're getting.
Okay.
That's all you're getting. I'm sorry. If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. The only thing that's like, if it's smelly, like it smells bad, I'm not anxious or frightened. I just hate it. Noises. And honestly, noise is not bad, but bright lights, dude. Oh my gosh, you know those department stores like Pennies or what? Do you know those where they got the white ass lights in the top and it's like beaming in your eyes and everywhere you go, and it's like and you walk through a Walmart for 30-40 minutes and you feel like you've been like abducted by aliens and experimented on. I hate that shit. I'm not anxious or frightened. I just loathe it. With a fucking passion.
Yeah, so like nightclubs, loud noises, bright lights flashing, basically a nightclub. Everything. There's a lot of things that you could just put into a nightclub there.
Yeah. But to be honest, I did go to a nightclub with Aaliyah recently. Recently being a few years ago, and it was okay. I actually kind of grew into it a bit. I sent a photo. And I think I called you a bitch on Twitter or something like that.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, wow, man goes once. Yeah,
that was funny. That was a funny one. But I think I don't feel anxious or frightened, so never true, if I'm being honest. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Yeah, 100%. YouTube will teach you that.
I love you, Nogla.
Yeah, okay. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. How could you not click this and say true, right? Sorry. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Oh, like smells, textures, sounds, or colors. I'll be honest, honestly, a very ugly color annoys the fuck out of me. Yeah, I will agree. Like ugly buildings, I feel like that counts. Textures and colors, and I'm like, ew, who the fuck built that? What are you doing? Mainly modern stuff. Sounds. Yeah, smells. All right, you know what? I'll give you this one, Brian. I see you judging. See you judging. I don't like to be hugged or held. Okay. Now,
here we go.
Brian,
Here we go.
Now, Brian, this was 100 million billion % true up until I think a few years ago. Again, sorry, Aaliyah. I would say this is true when I was younger, but due to like having a daughter who's very clingy and affectionate, and Aaliyah, who's pretty good too.
Who's pretty good too, the love of my life.
No, that my daughter's super like all about hugs, bro. All about hugs. Like she's massively about hugs. So basically I would say I'm very selective. Really don't like being hugged outside of probably my mom, Aaliyah, and my daughter. That's about it. I don't really care for hugs or anything outside of that. But I have been getting better, so I'm gonna go with the younger one. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. If they vocalize it, yeah, it's pretty obvious. But if they don't vocalize it, I feel like this is like a double-edged sword. It's like if they don't say it, do I know what they expect of me? I feel like I need people to vocalize it, and that's a normal thing. So I'm gonna go never. You can't just assume, because then you'll be doing things that you probably shouldn't do. You know, you assume too much about what people expect of you, and it's just not fun either. Like that's too much mental load. I actually think it's kind of fun in a weird way to ruin people's expectations of me as a YouTuber. I actually take enjoyment in knowing that people who watch me aren't watching me expecting me to be a good person. They're just coming for content and entertainment. They're not coming to get morals and see me as like a moral figurehead in society. So I kind of like that. Sometimes I'll say things that are morally incorrect purely because I don't want people to think I'm a good person. Because once they think I'm a good person, they'll have that expectation, and I just don't want that expectation. This is mainly with YouTube, not IRL. But with other YouTubers, I feel like they want people to expect they're good people. But so they try and always portray themselves as good people, but they know they're little dirty rats under all that fakeness.
All that dyed hair.
I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. I think so. I feel like I like probing questions where you actually get to know the person. Sometimes that can get towards something that's embarrassing, you know what I mean? But it's not like intentional. It's more of like it feels embarrassing to go to an area people feel uncomfortable about. You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of. Like, what do you think about this really important thing? I haven't really thought about it. Well, would you want to think about it now and talk about it? No. And that person might be embarrassed in that moment, you know? So I think because I ask questions that are unorthodox and kind of try and cut to the core of people, I think yes. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. Yes. Actually, forever, yes. All right, Brian, here we go, my score. Are you ready? Here we go, Brian. Oh, no.
I knew it!
237. That might be good. Oh, no, it's the maximum score. All right, joking, guys. Here's my real score. Please believe me now. I feel like people aren't going to believe me. All right, Brian, here we go. Score time.
All right. Okay, so we won't give away okay, just
68. Oh, language? Very low. Circumscribed, interesting. Sensory, very low. Social, quite high.
I love the way I was about to say something. You just go, and I need to know.
68, which is minimum score, which autism is considered. I think that's fairly good.
Yeah. You definitely could be drafted.
Speaking of drafted, if there's a World War III, I can just use this like, don't send me, I'm autistic.
Oh, no.
Don't send me, boys, I'm autistic. You don't know what I'll do.
Jeez, I can't help but point out people's mistakes. Sergeant, I'll be a pain in the bollocks.
I just stay at home while you get bombed, Brian.
Yeah, great.
Enjoy those trenches, Brian. I actually don't know Wildcat's score. I want to see.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, because I think Tyler will... Can you... Oh my god, can you...
62.
Oh my god, you're so autistic. You're literally doing what they're saying. Can you not just... let me finish? He just can't stop himself. Oh my god. Why am I even here? I can't give any input whatsoever. I was trying to say, I feel like both of you could be
pretty close.
More similar than... But I also think Tyler is a little bit more self-aware than you. I think there's a few you answered that I think you could have been a little bit more. Some of the ones you did answer, I'm like, I think you could answer a yes on that one.
Some that I answered, I went a little over, kind of appease you a bit, to be honest. If I was on my own, I would have answered that differently for sure.
If you disagree with anything on my
Test
or his
test,
let us know in the comment section and state examples. Or else you can just say, he's got autism.
And if you guys have any more tests you'd like us to take, we're more than welcome. And as always, we hope you enjoyed. Oh, well, you're here. There's somebody glitch Shamrock Sword. A link at the top of the description pin comment. What about his limited time only. Once it's gone forever. It's never coming back.
Hit the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and all the good stuff. The end.